meeting room will come to order. We are now holding a meeting in the Stockton FBLA chapter. We will now hear the minutes read by the Secretary.
April 22nd, 2013. The regular meeting of the Stockton, Missouri chapter of the Future Business Leaders of America was called to order at 9:50 a.m. on March 11th, 2013 in the business room of Stockton High School. The President, Secretary, and Treasurer were present. The minutes and Treasurer's reports were read from the previous meeting and approved. The balance on the Treasurer's report was $2,466.81. Ms. Pate moved to help the NHS with their food drive. The motion was lost. Ms. Meeks moved to sell candy bars for a fundraiser. The motion was adopted. The meeting adjourned at 10:30 a.m. Gina Pate, Secretary.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
on the Treasurer's report, I have on the balance on hand on March 11, 2013 was $2,366.81.
Is there any objections? Hearing none, the correction is approved. Is there any further corrections or additions? Hearing none, the minutes stand approved. Now we will hear the Treasurer's report.
The balance on hand on March 11, 2013 was $2,366.81. Total receipts were $942. Total disbursements were $1,315. Balance on hand on April 22nd, 2013 was $1,993.81. Laura Meeks, Treasurer.
Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, the Treasurer's report stands corrected as read. Is there any committee reports?
Mr. Chairman.
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I move to resign as the committee service chair.
Is there any objections? Hearing none, we accept your resignation.
Mr. Chairman,
Courtney.
I move to reconsider the motion related to the reading from the newspaper articles by a historian of our local FBLA chapter.
Second.
Did you vote on the prevailing
I
side?
voted on the prevailing side.
It's been properly moved and seconded to reconsider the vote on the motion related to reading from a newspaper article by a historian of our local FBLA chapter. All those in favor of reconsidering this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no.
No.
The notice have it, we will not reconsider this motion. Is there any further business?
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
I move that our local FBLA chapter hold a dinner for the veterans on Veterans Day.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that our local FBLA chapter host a dinner for the veterans on Veterans Day. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
I move this motion because I feel that the veterans deserve to be honored in some way. Yes, we have an assembly, and that honors them a great deal. But if we go ahead and have the dinner for them, it will show that our chapter cares individually for them. Thank you. Help me in passing this motion. Mr. Chairman.
Gina.
Our school already has a veterans assembly in the morning. It would be a ridiculous thing to have them come back in the evening for a dinner if we have them there in the morning. Maybe with an amendment or something, we could get this as a luncheon. That may be okay. But having them come back, some of them are disabled. They can't get around easily. Having them come in the morning and then come back at night is not a good idea. Please help me in failing this motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I am in full favor of this motion. I believe that this would be a great opportunity for our FBLA to reach out to the elderly in our community and also to the veterans who have served flawlessly for our country. I believe that this would show our veterans that we are huge supporters of them and that our FBLA chapter really cares for them. So please help me in passing this motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Laura.
I still am in full favor of this motion. I feel if we have this dinner, we can also incorporate different things like having a bingo for them, some games, raffles, get the morale increased and show them that we really actually care and we want to make a difference in their life. Please help me in passing this motion. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
once again, I am for
Mr.
this
Chairman, I
motion.
stood point of order.
State your point.
The speaker has already spoken twice on this motion.
Your point is well taken. The member will sit down.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I move to amend the motion by striking out dinner and inserting the word luncheon so that it reads, I move that we have a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to amend by striking out the words dinner and inserting the word luncheon. So if the motion reads, I move that we have a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I move this motion because I believe that, like the previous speaker said, it'd be a greater opportunity and we'd get more veterans available if we had it right after our assembly. We have over hundreds of veterans come to our school, and it'd be a great opportunity for not only them to be there and to gather together as veterans, but for them to be presented with gifts by our school. So please help me in passing this amendment.
Mr. Chairman,
Gina.
this is a great amendment. We already have them there. The FCCLA puts on the student council puts on the program for them during school. We get out of class. We could just go ahead and, instead of going to the assembly for them, we could go ahead and make them a lunch or something like that. Having them have a lunch is a smarter idea than a dinner because we already have them there and they don't have to move around as much. Please help me in passing this amendment.
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
I'm against this amendment. I understand that we would have this luncheon during the school day. Well, we have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do with our students during then? Because our cafeteria is in the middle of our school. What are we going to do about lunch for our students? Yes, I know that the SCCLA will be preparing a meal, but where are our students going to sit when it's actually their lunchtime? What are we going to do with that? I just don't feel that we have the space or the capability to hold this luncheon as opposed to a dinner. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we proceed to vote. All those in favor of amending the motion by striking out the word dinner and inserting the word luncheon so that the motion reads, I move that we have a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day. Please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no.
No.
The ayes have it, and we will amend the motion. The motion now reads, I move that we have a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day.
Mr. Chairman,
Gina.
this is a great motion. We need to show the veterans how much we support them and we appreciate what they've done for our community, our country, our state. We do not appreciate them enough sometimes, I feel like. And this assembly and luncheon will let them know how much we appreciate them. Please help me in passing this motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
I move that we take a 5-minute recess.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to take a 5-minute recess. Are there any amendments? Hearing none, we will proceed to vote. All those in favor of taking a 5-minute recess, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no.
No.
The noes have it, we will not take a 5-minute recess.
Mr. Chairman,
Gina.
I move to refer this motion to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair to investigate, put into better condition, and report back at the next regularly scheduled business meeting.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to refer this motion to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair to investigate, put into better condition, and report back at our next regularly scheduled business meeting. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Gina.
I move this refer because the Veterans Day is not until November. It's only April. We have a whole summer break to take this and refer it to a committee, have that committee look at it, report back to us. We don't have a date, time, we don't even know if we can do this. We haven't passed it by our principal yet. I believe we need to refer this out to a committee, that way we can get things taken care of and then come back after summer break and finish this up.
Mr. Chairman,
Corey.
I disagree with this refer heavily. I know personally that our committees never get back to us. The only thing that they do is get back to us with financial things, but they never get back to us with things that we really need for our school. And I also know that sending it off to a committee wouldn't mean anything for us because we are the actual committee members. We can deal with it right now, so please help me in denying this refer.
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
I'm also against this committee. We are coming to the end of this year, and we need to start planning things for next year, moving forward, because I know we don't want to come back to school in August and have to deal with something that's coming up so soon in November. There are many things at the beginning of the school, back-to-school mixer. We have sports that are going to be taking place then, and I feel if we just go ahead and speak about it now and decide something, we can get so much more accomplished. Please help me in failing this reconsider.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to vote. All those in favor of referring this motion to a committee appointed by the chair to investigate, put in better condition, and report back at our next regular scheduled business meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no.
No.
The noes have it, we will not refer this motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I am still in full support of this motion. I believe that this is a great opportunity for our school to show our veterans that we really care. We have hundreds in our community, like I said, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to show them that as an FBLA chapter, we're not just all about business and money, which is what a lot of our community thinks. We are about our community itself. We want to come back and be great individuals for our community, and I think by showing the veterans that, they would be showing our whole community that. So please help me in passing this motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Laura.
even with the amendment now, I am still in favor of this motion. I know this hits me personally. My brother is a Marine, and he will be coming home this next month actually, for my graduation. And I feel that whenever he's older and out of the service, that he can come back to our community and be able to participate in something like this and know that people care. We're not just doing this just because they're veterans. We're doing it because they care. They're a part of our community. They served for us, so we didn't have to. Please help me in passing this motion.
Is there any further discussion? Are you ready for the question? All those in favor of having a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. It is unanimous, and we will have a luncheon for the veterans on Veterans Day. Is there any further business?
Mr. Chairman.
Courtney.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. It is unanimous, and we will adjourn. Please rise for question.
No questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.